Dr. Chris Tyson to physical therapy. Dr. Chris Tyson to physical therapy.
So what makes you think we'll get away with this anyway?
Look, Rachel will never catch us. She's too busy making goo-goo eyes at Scott. Besides, it's not breaking in if you have a key.
And how did you come by that?
Janitor thinks I'm hot.
Why don't you let me take it from here?
Hey! Didn't I prove myself as a detective with that Trent Gordon caper?
Yes, you did, but you have a lot more to lose around here than I do, namely, your job.
Are you forgetting whose idea it was to search Rachel's office in the first place?
No. Just let me.
No. And I won't let you forget that we are a team, either.
And a damn good one, too.
Please. Let's get Rachel.
Frank, have you seen Courtney?
Yeah, Mom said she went in to see Neil.
Good. He really needs her right now.
He needs both of us. I'm heading in there myself.
Frank, I think you should wait.
For what? Neil's awake. I want to see him.
I was just in there. I don't think right now's a good time. Finding out Joe isn't his real dad, it was a real blow to Neil.
Which is why I want to be there to explain it to him.
And you will. But Joe and Courtney need to speak to him first.
Joe is not Neil's dad. I am, and you can't stop me from seeing my son.
As Neil's doctor, I can. Frank, you have the rest of your life to be Neil's father. Right now, Joe's the father he loves, and he could help him deal with all of this. But only if you give him the chance.
Neil, I don't blame you for being upset. I don't. I mean, I am too. Because the truth is, I didn't know I wasn't your dad either.
Hey.
I've been waiting for you to wake up. There's a lot I need to tell you about.
Courtney, could you step outside with me for a minute, please?
Can I just say this one thing to Neil first? Honey, I know you must have a lot of questions about what you heard. But right now, the most important thing for you to know is that I love you very, very much. And that is never, ever going to change, okay?
Get away from me.
Neil, honey, please don't be angry with me.
You said Joe was my dad. But he's not. You lied to me.
I never meant to. When I first told you Joe is your dad, I really thought he was.
You told me to always tell the truth, that lying was bad. But you're the biggest liar ever. You're...
It's okay, buddy.
Honey,
it's okay. Neil?
honey, come
Neil?
on.
It's okay.
Try and
Courtney,
calm
can you wait
down.
outside, please? Please? Okay, come here. Just take a deep breath, okay? Take a deep breath. Whoop. Here, come here. There you go. There you go. Yeah, that's better. Neil, you know I still love you, don't you? I do. Just as much as I ever did.
Dr. Potter to ICU.
He's all right.
Dr. Kathleen Potter to ICU.
At least for the moment.
Look in his eyes, I have never seen him so hurt.
Well, what did you expect, Courtney? How many times can a kid deal with finding out the guy he thought was his dad really isn't?
I never meant
Oh,
for
save it.
any...
No, just save it. I don't want to hear your excuses anymore. I just hope for once you put Neil's needs before your own.
I don't know. There's nothing here. I can't find a thing.
Hi, you've reached Dr. Rachel Locke. Please leave a message and I'll get back to you.
Livy, it's me. I just wanted to tell you we love you and you'll always be a part of us no matter what. Please call so we can discuss this. The number is 555-0151. All right, Livy. Hope to hear from you soon.
Livy?
Mom, how's Neil? Have you heard anything?
Joe and Courtney are with him.
I am the one who should be in there. Oh, of course, I wouldn't expect you to agree.
Oh, Frank. I've always given you the benefit of the doubt, even lately with all the things you've been doing. I chalked it up to what happened to you with that DL-56. But this was 10 years ago, before you ever heard of that drug.
Mom, you don't know the whole story.
No, I do. You slept with your brother's girlfriend, and you got her pregnant. What else do I need to know?
That I never set out to steal Courtney away from Joe. It just happened. But it doesn't matter now about me or Courtney or Joe. What is important is Neil is my son. And I am not going to apologize for that because I am not sorry he is.
But don't you understand what this has done to your brother?
Yes, I understand because I have been there. These last few months have been hell for me, Mom. Knowing that Neil is my son and not being able to say anything, having to stand in the background and watch my kid's face light up every time Joe walked into a room.
Oh, why didn't you ever say anything?
I couldn't. Not with Neil being as sick as he is and knowing how much he loved Joe, I couldn't hurt him like that.
That explains your anger to Joe.
I wasn't angry at Joe. He thought Neil was his. And believe it or not, I am sorry about the pain he's in. But right now, my only concern is making things right for Neil, and that is what I'm going to do.
So what's the status on the pulmonary embolism case I rolled into your yard this morning?
The embolectomy went great. Patient should make a full recovery.
Good.
Yeah. Hey, how's Neil doing?
As well as could be expected for a little boy that's had his whole world ripped apart. Why couldn't I have listened to you when you told me to be honest with Joe?
Oh, come on. You did what you thought was right, Karen?
Dr. McLeod to orthopedics.
There's Joe. I want to see what's going on
Dr.
with him.
David
Yeah, go.
McLeod to orthopedics.
Karen, I have to do rounds. Could you order another set of chest x-rays for Neil, please?
Yeah, what's going on?
He got upset, had a bad coughing spell. I want to make sure the infection's still on its way out.
I'll get right on it.
Okay. Let me know when they have the results, will you?
Yeah, of course. Is Neil speaking to you yet?
No. Doesn't even want me near.
Did you explain to him you didn't know?
Yes, he doesn't believe me.
Joe, I'm sorry.
Well, I can't really blame him, Karen. I mean, I know what it feels like to have someone you really care about lie to you.
Hey, Joe, I am so sorry about the situation with Neil, and if there is anything I can do...
Boy, gossip really travels fast around here, doesn't it? What? Is there something else you're not telling me, Karen?
Matt didn't just find out.
What? He knew Neil wasn't my son before I did?
Joe, I could explain all
Yeah,
that.
explain to me, please. Explain to me how you shared the secret of Neil's paternity with everyone in Port Charles except the one person who had a right to know.
Joe, Matt is my friend. I didn't know who else to turn to.
How about me? Did you ever think of that?
Look, Joe, Karen didn't want to hit you with the news about Neil right on the heels of Courtney losing the baby.
Courtney's baby. Courtney's baby wasn't my baby either, was it? We had to find a bone marrow match for Neil, which meant that that new baby had to be Frank's.
It was Frank's.
My God, Karen. You knew that. You knew that, and you let me grieve. Just grieve.
I didn't know at first.
Well, when did you find out?
I ran a paternity test after Frank donated blood at the blood drive.
Paternity? You were running paternity tests behind my back.
It was a mistake, okay? I admit it. But I never meant to hurt anyone, least of all you and Neil. I'm sorry, Joe. I don't know what more I can say. I'll order Neil's x-rays.
Bert Lehman to maintenance. Bert Lehman to maintenance.
Care to venture a guess why Rachel is getting calls for someone named Livy?
Maybe it's a nickname.
Or maybe Rachel isn't Rachel.
Well, whatever the case, we need to check out that woman who called, see what her story is.
Well, it's a good thing I wrote down the number.
Oh, Kevin. Hi, I've been looking for you everywhere.
What's going on? Is it Neil?
Yeah, he's awake, and Joe and I, we tried to talk to him about Frank being his father.
How'd he react?
Well, he's taken it worse than I even thought he would. He won't talk to me, he won't talk to Joe. Can you do something? Will you go see him? Make him understand?
I'll do what I can.
I have just one question for you. Joe. What did I ever do to make you hate me so much, Frank?
I don't hate you. I never have.
Not even 10 years ago when you slept with my girlfriend? A girl you could barely stand the sight of, as I recall. Or was all that just an act so I wouldn't suspect what was going on?
It wasn't like that.
Well, what was it like then, Frank?
What happened with Courtney and me, it was something that neither of us planned or expected.
Next, you're gonna say you never meant to hurt me.
I didn't want to lie about Neil. I was going to tell you as soon as I found out.
Then why didn't you?
Courtney was afraid of what it would do to Neil. I almost told you anyway. I was going to tell you the night she lost the baby.
The child you both let me believe was my own. But of course it wasn't, was it?
No.
You let me go along through the whole artificial insemination thing. Knowing all along that only a baby the two of you conceived could actually save Neil's life. You put my son... You put Neil's life in danger instead of telling me the truth.
Neil's life was never in danger.
Really? What if that baby had turned out to be mine and not yours, Frank? Did you ever think of that?
It couldn't have been yours. We made sure of that.
How?
By switching the samples. Joe, we had to do it.
That is bull. That is bull, Frank. You could have told me. You know it. You just chose not to.
I chose not to hurt my son. Even though it meant standing by and watching you be a father to him. I kept my mouth shut out of love for him.
Yeah, well, look what your love has done for him now. You know, if you and Courtney had come to me, we could have all done this together. We could have found a way to tell that kid the truth, but instead he found out in the worst possible way, and he's totally destroyed by it.
I'll make it up to him.
Yeah, if it's not too late, Frank. It's not too late. You know, Frank, Everyone thinks I lost a son here. They're wrong. I lost a brother, too.
Pregnant. It's gotta be wrong.
A twist of fate.
And you are going to have a baby.
Certainly can't tell Sonny it's his.
Could force Carly to sell her soul.
I am willing to do whatever it takes to make things better between us.
Whatever it takes.
How far will she go? Find out this week on General Hospital, ABC Daytime.
I checked Neil's latest chest x-ray. Looks like the infection's under control. Joe, I know you're furious with me and disappointed. But there's one thing you have to believe is that I love you. I love you so much, I wanted to protect you from the truth when you were already in so much pain. I know you feel like you're all alone right now, but you still have me. And I really want to help you if you let me.
If you love me as much as you say you do, why couldn't you be honest? With you by my side, Karen, I could get through anything.
I wish I could take back what I did. I really do, but I can't.
Courtney, I want to see Neil. Joe told me he's having a tough time accepting me as his dad, and I need to help him understand.
He doesn't want to see you, Frank.
So what are we supposed to do? Just stay away and let him go through this alone?
No, I asked Kevin to talk to him. He's in with Neil now. I just hope he can get through.
Listen, Neil, I'm not going to lie to you. I know that Joe isn't your father. And I know that can't be an easy thing to find out. But you know what? Sometimes when I don't know what to think, it helps if I talk to someone who's not involved in the situation. Someone like me, whose job it is to listen. But it's also okay if you're not ready. So I'll tell you what, I'm gonna go now, and I'll drop back in later and see if you change your mind.
Kevin?
Yeah?
If Joe's not my dad, then who is?
Dr. Penny Pangra, 55.
Hello.
Hi. This is a friend of Livy's, and I was concerned about her. I thought maybe we should talk.
How'd you get this number?
Livy gave it to me.
Who are you? And why are you really calling here?
I told you that I am worried about Livy.
If Livy has a problem, she'll come to me. She knows we take care of our own.
Our own...
And another thing, don't stick your nose in matters that don't concern you.
Dr. Brian Rosner to vascular surgery. Dr. Brian Rosner to vascular surgery.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
So,
How did it go?
This is a lot more complicated than we thought.
What do you mean?
I mean, Neil doesn't know that Frank's his father. He's asking who is.
Oh, God.
Okay, so what do we do now?
I suggest you tell him the truth.
Okay, sure. As soon as he's feeling better.
I think the longer you wait, the harder it's going to be on Neil. I don't think he can take any more lies or withholding.
I agree. Neil deserves to know everything.
So I'll tell him.
Actually, you asked for my advice. I think Joe should tell him.
Yeah, I agree with Kevin. I'll do it.
No way.
Get on the ABC Soaps newsletter mailing list by visiting abc.com, part of the Go Network.
This week, I gotta get moving.
No, I can't let you go.
The manhunt is on.
I want Trevor Dillon found.
Will Janet's guilt
I have ruined so many lives, I don't know how I'm ever going to forgive myself.
drive her to confess?
Get rid of them before they make you tell.
No!
Or drive her crazy? All My Children, ABC Daytime.